Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Sapna Poddar. I am here to share some tips and tricks that will help you out to clear your audit exam in just 6 steps. So, going to the overview of the audit exam, there are two sections of the audit exam. First, the section A, which comprises of 15 OTQs, means 3 case study. Each case studies have 5 OTQs. So each case studies were 10 marks. So 3 case studies were 30 marks. And 70 marks of paper is in writing. There are note section B, like other subject, which has the case studies, and you have to give and tick the answers or put a number there. 70 marks of papers in audit is written, so you need to practice very well to complete your paper in 3 hours timing. So let's first discuss how to complete the syllabus for the audit paper and how you can complete that syllabus in 1 month go. So first we are preparing for audit. We need to understand the first thing, that is substantive procedure. Substantive procedure plays an important role in the audit paper as it covers 25 to 50 marks in whole 100 marks paper. So you need to go through the substantive procedure very well. You need to understand for assertion like completeness, valuation, accuracy and other assertions also, what are the substantive procedure that helps to find that thing, that if you are providing the substantive procedure for sales, what substantive procedure you perform to check the completeness or to check the accuracy. So you need to go through that as well, because in the OTQs or in the case study based also I get examined in my exam. There are two or three OTQs which covers on substantive procedure only. So yeah, in the case study also substantive procedure is tested, and otherwise in the written exam of 70 marks there are 25 marks to 30 marks of question that are asked on substantive procedure. So first thing, you need to go through all the substantive procedure that are there in your exam kit. That is, if you are using the BPP kit or if you are using the Kaplan kit. I have mentioned the main substantive procedure, as in the audit we don't say that this procedure is more tested or this procedure is more tested. No, you need to go through all the procedure one time, and there are some procedures that are more than important that I get in my exam, so I will be posting the shorts and all relating to that. But yeah, you need to first cover all the substantive procedure thoroughly. So I have mentioned all the substantive procedure that I prepare for my exam, and I guess it covers all the substantive procedure. If you are prepared for the step 1, you need to go to step 2. Step 2 is what? You need to prepare all the direct questions that are there in the audit exam kit. What I mean by the direct questions, there are the questions like give the benefit for the audit planning, define the role of the audit supervisor and all like that, what is the control deficiency and all. So you need to go through that question very well. If you have done that question, you will cover your time in exam. You don't need to think too much or waste your time by thinking that question what you will write. You will have your answer ready to write in that exam. Yeah, you don't need to memorize anything, because if you memorize and write your exam, there is high chance your exam will nullify. So you don't need to recall anything or memorize anything. You need to understand what is the benefits of the audit planning. If you understand 4-5 points, you will recall the 2-3 points in the exam, and if you write that 2-3 points, you will get from 4 to 3 or 2 marks. So yeah, it is help you to clear your audit exam. So first, go through all direct questions that are there in the audit risk questions, that are there in test of control questions, and that are there in substantive procedure questions. So you need to go through all the direct question is the second step. Then need to go to third step. What is the third step and the fourth step? Third step is and fourth step is basically the same procedure. What I mean that you need to go through the chapter of audit risks in the third step. First, go with the chapter of the audit risks. Yeah, that is something that relates to the audit risks. Okay, I guess there is chapter 5 that relates to the audit risks. So you need to go through that chapter first, then go to the exam kit of the audit risks and solve the questions on the audit risks for section B. Then it is there that you will not get the things in first 4 to 5 questions, but yeah, if you practice again and again that thing, you will get that thing easily. So you need to practice the audit questions after that. First, go with the chapter of the audit risks and then solve the exam kit and practice the questions of the exam kit. Same for the test of control. I have mentioned some of the questions for the audit risks that are important, that will help you out to cover the audit risks. So yeah, go to that question first and then practice as much question as you can. I have mentioned for test of control also, so you need to go through the test of control chapter first and then go to the exam kit questions and practice that question. Forward to the fifth step, there is a question on the substantive procedure also. Previously you have done substantive procedure in step 1. You have all know that for payroll, what are the substantive procedure I am performing or I will perform. So you all know the things now. What is the substantive procedure, how you perform that, okay, how you write the substantive procedure. You will have the content ready to write in the exam now, or to write or to solve the exam. You just need to go through the case-wise substantive procedure. You will get examined by the direct substantive procedure as well in the exam, or you will get examined by the case-wise substantive procedure as well in exam. But in the case-wise substantive procedure, you will not get any different things, because payroll is the substantive procedure you are performing for the direct payroll also, and that's only the substantive procedure you need to perform on the case study also. But yeah, what things need to make better in the case study substantive procedure is that you will need to add from the case studies some points, like if there are any names are given, if there is any amounts is given, if there is any date is given, so you need to write that in the your substantive procedure. Means you need to mix the case study with your substantive procedure that you are prepared in the step 1. So it is the whole thing that you need to cover in the step 5. So you need to practice that thing in the step 5. I have also mentioned some of the questions in the substantive procedure that you need to go through that. Also, for the step 6, what you need to do now. So you are left with all the OTQs. You don't have touched any OTQs up to yet. Now you need to go through the OTQs. But first, going from the exam kit OTQs and all, I will suggest to go through the Study Hub lessons first. So go to Study Hub, start first lesson, then practice the questions for the first lesson there on the Study Hub only, and also solve the quiz that are available on the Study Hub for the first chapter. Then go through all the chapters likewise. If you solve all the chapters on the study hub, you solve the practice question and you solve the quiz on the study hub, then now you can go through the exam Kaplan key for that particular OTQs. There are not more OTQs that in the exam kit. You will go through that by 2 days maximum. So first solve the study hub. Yeah, I have gone through the study hub, so it will help me out very much. So also you don't miss that thing. Go through the study hub first and then go from the Kaplan exam kit or BPP exam kit what you are following through. So yeah, these are the 6 steps for the audit paper that you need to cover to clear your audit exam in good marks or to clear the exam at least. So yeah, go through all the 6 steps as I told. I will be uploading other videos also for the important topics and what you need to learn and all when you are going to prepare for your mock exam, how you need to prepare your mock exam and all. So just be with me, subscribe to my channel, like, share and subscribe, motivate me to upload many video for you all and get you notified for your future exam also. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.